Praise God. So, yeah, last night as we were writing this song, there's a part of us that we wondered, what are we going to write about? And the common thing about me and Cameron's life is that we both grew up as church kids, specifically pastors' kids. And especially for my life, I grew up as a pastor's kid, knowing the rights and the wrongs, doing the rights, staying away from the wrongs as much as possible. As I grew up as a child, there's a big part of me that I did look up to my mom and dad. I really appreciated what they brought to the table as far as they showed a great example of what a Christian was supposed to live like. One of the things that as a young person you do is, of course, going in high school. Of course, I was part of sports. Of course, very well known throughout high school. There's something that's missing when you don't have a relationship with God. And I say this from a church kid's point of view because this was a church kid that knew what was right. This was a church kid that knew the ins and the outs of the Bible, that knew the ins and the outs of what Christianity was supposed to look like, was Christianity was supposed to be like. As a high schooler, there was a big part of me, pride, and, oh man, I've only cussed twice in my life. Never drink, never smoked, never kissed the girls, never did anything. I've stayed pure, all these wonderful things. Great, awesome. Came to church 3-4 times a week. It's a good kid. Great, that's awesome. But that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't separate that person from the rapist, from the drug addict. What's my point in all this? When we're more real than just what we thought as just growing up as kids is, this just wonderful, gracious, loving God, because He is. But at the same time, if we, as people, are disobedient to hearing what God's Word is, and to hearing what God is, and that is He is loving, He is caring, and it doesn't matter how far you may have gone into the world, God still does love you, God still does care about you. That's why He sent His Son to die on the cross. And that if you would simply accept that into your life, this will no longer be just about religion. This will no longer be about living a life of good works and hoping to make heaven your home. This will be about something much greater than that. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this world needs Jesus, especially this city. And this is what we're aiming for. And I so thank God that He saved me, changed my life from simply being a good old church kid to being something that, man, God gave me purpose, meaning in life. Yes. Something that wasn't about money, yes, that dies and rusts and goes away. You live for money, you're walking on God's streets. That's nothing. That's nothing. What this is about a personal relationship with God where He wants to show Himself real in your life. Yes. He wants to change it. So what this is about is this song is called You Are, because God is so much more than what we just think He is. He is an all-powerful God. I am going to need the words for it.
We wrote this song last night at like 12:30 in the morning, and then again this afternoon. So, let's see how all this goes.
Well, I've been sitting in this church for far too long. Raised by a family that taught me right from wrong, and I knew something's missing, an emptiness inside. With no purpose to this life, cause I couldn't figure out why, so I laid my head at night, and I said, look up inside, tears all mine. And that's when He said to me, too far.